just incredible. Two. DJ Sour Milk.
One. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Yeah, it's the LA Leakers.
Yeah.
Man, you know what it is. Just incredible.
Sour Milk.
Nick Grant, welcome back to the show,
man?
baby.
Thank you for having me.
man.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
You already know, man.
Always a
true
pleasure.
MC.
Thank you.
Always, defining your craft.
For sure.
Every time we sit down, the growth just
Yeah.
continues to level up, man.
Man, that's a blessing,
Where you at with it right now, bro?
Man, I'm in like a good mental space as far as like just life and,
Nice.
creatively. Just in a good space, man. I'm ready to show the world what's that next step.
Yeah, man.
And
Dropped a new record, 96 Bulls.
96 Bulls, yeah.
Talk to us about it, man.
So the record pretty much just stemmed from me watching my favorite team as a kid, and the mentality of just being the best and going hard, even through the fatigue, through the flu games and all of this stuff, even though that was a different year, but just the mentality of that team as a whole, So me coming into the game and this being my second album, it's like I ain't taking no shorts. I want to win. Whoever's sitting on the throne, they got to get up. It's just my mentality, It's time. So. I just want to be one of the best. It ain't about no money.
Yeah.
It ain't about nothing else. It's just about the talent, just being the best and making the best albums, making the best body of works, coming up to these stations, being brave enough to come to these stations and drop the hottest freestyles. It's all about that. It's about the craft,
No doubt.
And I've been too nice.
Time to talk that shit.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
6-ring flow, man.
Absolutely.
That 6-ring flow,
For
man.
sure.
Now, new album coming on the way, Dreaming Out Loud.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like you're at since the previous project? Like, where's the? I noticed the growth as soon as I hear. I see the videos.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Extremely dope.
Thank you so much. With me, man, it's just about being more personal, inviting people into my world.
It's important.
That's very important.
It really
to
is.
be able to resonate with your audience and for them to know you. Because if they never know you, then they're not going to connect with the music.
Yeah,
So
man.
That's very important. All the great people talk about cringeworthy things.
Yeah.
Things that they were afraid to talk about. I feel like now it's time for me to do that because, I feel like I have a very unique story that people will listen to. So why not? That's what this album is about, being more personal, being more real, being more human, being more honest. I felt like the first two projects was just me showing people that I could rap.
Spit, yeah.
So now that I got that down, y'all know I can rap, and if you don't know, it's time for you to learn. But now it's time for me to be more personal.
Yeah. Was there something that, not to give away too much, but is there something specific that you was like, kind of like, man, should I go there with the personal side? Or this is going to be challenging for me, but I'm willing to take that risk?
I've been listening to like some of the greatest artists for a long time. And the reason why they're great is because they talk about themselves.
Yeah.
They put themselves in a place where they don't mind being judged. So for me, I feel like it's time for me to do that now.
Yeah.
I can't say I want that if I can't connect with the people.
Yeah.
That's you can't do that. So for me, it's just being in a place of just being honest and being raw, being authentic. So
Yeah, man.
I feel like that's the only thing I've been missing. I've just been holding back because me, quite naturally, I'm just like a private person.
Yeah.
I just like being in my own space. I don't mess with too many rappers. I ain't against new friends, but I'm just an introvert, and I just like being in my own space. But to get people to connect with you and to get people to resonate with your art, you gotta just be more personal. You gotta connect. You gotta talk about things that you don't want to talk about, and I got a lot of that stuff on this project.
Speaking of greats, man, that someone that a lot of people consider, the greatest ever, Pac.
Yes.
He's been getting dissed. I don't want to say a lot, but there's been a few instances where
one too many.
Yeah, exactly.
The first one was one too many.
Yeah, the first one was
exactly.
one too many.
And
It's Tupac.
Listen, I think everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I think there's a way you could say that without being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm not gonna ride around listening to UTFO. I'm not gonna do that, but I know their contribution to hip hop.
Yeah.
So I would never disrespect them either. So it's just simple as that.
Yeah.
Like, I respect what everybody doing. I used to be hard on like people that I just felt like wasn't dope.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not gonna disrespect. This is Tupac.
Yeah.
This ain't just. This is pop.
Exactly,
man.
And you also tweeted you're gonna start dissing these rappers. That
I was just in my feelings, man. I felt like that was corny when I read it back. I was like, oh, that's so Corey, why did I do that? They ain't even worth the time for me to just put together raps. I just let them do that thing, man. But, you know, me just being me too, I didn't want to take it down because I had already said it.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, once it touches the internet, it's there forever.
Just let it go. And it got that's probably like the biggest thing I ever said. That's It got everywhere. When I woke up the next day, that shit was everywhere. So I was like, yeah, man, I gotta.
What did I say?
What did I do?
Not even that. It wasn't even that. I was ready for whatever.
No, of course, of course.
It was just like,
yeah.
But nah, man, I just let people do them. I just, you know, you like you said, you entitled to your opinion. Just opinions about Tupac, I just really feel like people should keep that to themselves.
Yeah.
It's never gonna work out in your favor.
It's like talking about that 96 Bulls team. It's like similar to
Exactly.
that.
How you gonna play basketball and disrespect Michael Jordan? That makes no sense.
Where do you feel like the current state of hip hop is at, man?
I feel like it's good. I feel like it's getting better. I just wish people would, you know, shed more light on what is dope as opposed to what they don't like. You know, I feel like hip hop is in a really good place.
Yeah, man.
You have Kendrick and Cole, who always been, you know, who are the top tier of like the new young MCs.
Yeah.
They've been that way for a long time, and there's other guys that, you know, I look up to and I respect their craft and admire, that are like in my age range. But I feel like it's in a really good place. I feel like it's in a good place.
You said Kendrick and Cole are you know, two of the top two.
Absolutely.
What does Nick Grant have to do to be in that conversation? Because the raps are there.
Yeah, facts.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? The raps are there. What's it gonna take, you know, to get you heard by the mainstream media?
I hate saying this, but I think for me it's playing the game a little more. Mm-hmm. It's doing things and playing with ideas in the studio that I wouldn't normally play with.
Yeah.
Again, too, like I said, about just being more personal and having stories that people can connect with and say, oh, I like him.
Yeah.
He said this one thing about that, so I'm just a fan for life.
Yeah.
A lot of artists just grab me that way. And just making dope records in time. You know what I'm saying?
Timing is important.
Yeah, timing is very important. You know, I look at certain things. I'm a good person. I put good energy out. I don't hate on nobody. You know, I show every artist love. So I just feel like God got for me what he got for me when he has it for me. So,
yeah.
Well said. You know, as a fan of hip hop, and I know you are a student of this game, and what you saying, you know, Kendrick and Cole, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I think Gucci Mane put out a tweet. He said he got $1 million if Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug collab. So it started a conversation in the studio. If you had $1 million to put up for a project, which two artists?
You already know. It's anybody?
Anybody.
I would love to hear Jay-Z and Nas do a whole album. But I feel like that's too easy. I would also love to hear Royce the 5'9" and myself do an album.
Hey, okay.
Wow.
I would also love to hear Kendrick and Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of people that I would love to collab. I would love to hear Rhapsody and, you know, anybody. I think she's super dope.
She is super dope.
Yeah, Sahai and Crit. I would think that's a dope album.
Yeah.
You and Sahai.
Me
You
and
and Chris.
Me and Sahai. Me and anybody. I'm with whatever. So
Yeah.
That's sick, man. That's sick. Nick Grant is here. 96 Bulls flying
96
right
Bulls
now.
Out right now.
New album, Dreaming Out Loud.
Dreaming Out Loud
is on the way.
Yeah.
How do you feel about list? Everybody's,
everybody got a list.
Everyone's got a
Everybody
list.
got a list.
People are happy if they're on it, pissed off if they're not on it.
Yeah.
You took a shot at the XXL, class. Was it like one or 2 years ago? How do you feel like?
Did I take a shot?
No, not
No, not a shot like that.
Not
like I think like a pitch, right? Like
Okay.
not a shot.
Okay, I got
not a
you,
diss. No, that's funny.
All right, cool.
Depends where I'm at. I said something like that the other day, and someone thought I was talking about like tequila shots.
Yeah.
Nah, like you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah, for sure.
in the moment, I feel like it had a different value a couple years back.
Right.
But do you feel like something like that would have escalated your career, or what do you feel like that means to an artist like yourself?
Of course, naturally, you're gonna be like kind of pissed off if you don't make these lists, because I know how hard I work, and to make this list would be dope. But for me, it's all opinionated. I know what I do, and if people respect it, when they respect it, then they, that's what it is. But I don't too much pay attention to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
I accomplished like so much in a short period of time. Not even on no arrogant stuff. Like somebody asked me that the other day. Was like, "Yo, you mad about the freshman list? Every year they kind of like overlook you.
Yeah.
I was like, man, nah, I went on tour with Lauren and Nas. Like,
bro,
what am I mad about?
Speak on that a little bit, man.
Yeah.
What's that like being on tour with
not even to name drop, but that was like
legend.
really,
you should be proud of
really
that,
my
man.
answer. You know, that was really my answer to him when he.
I mean,
when he
but
asked me.
that's a bar. Like,
Yeah.
Lauren and Nas.
Yeah.
Nas and
I wrote
Lauryn
plenty
Hill.
raps around those experiences too. But
What do you soak in from that tour, man?
man, for me it was immediately thinking back to when I used to hang their pictures on the wall and rap to their pictures on the wall.
Yeah.
When I wasn't even a rapper at this time, it was probably rapping their lyrics to them on the wall. So even just taking their lines out of their verses and putting my name and rewriting their lyrics. So it immediately goes back to that. You tense up when you get in a room with these people, then immediately you find out they're just very down to earth people. You know, they give you gems, and without even trying, it's just like, man, just chill. You're just happy to be there, and you know, you learn night out and day in and day out, and they performing records in front of you that raise the generation, and that's like, it's mind blowing, man. It's so mind blowing.
Yeah, you've been around some of your idols. You know, did I see like Pharrell on your Instagram the other day, or
I think so. Yeah.
Somebody you had put up a picture with. But is there one common thing that all of these superstars or bigger than life artists that we all look up to have? Like, as you prepare for this moment as well, that you're like, man, you know, maybe they're humble, maybe they're down to earth. Is there something that you learn from each of them?
That's definitely what it is. Everybody, they not just stuck in their egos. You know, everybody that's up here always shows love. It always give you good advice, good game, and stuff that you can apply to the game. And they're not threatened because they are who they are. Not saying that they would be threatened if they weren't these people, but they just comfortable being who they are, and that's why they made it to where they are in life. So I feel like that's the number one thing. You want blessings for others, so you receive blessings, and I think that's where all these people, that's the common thread that they all have.
Dope.
They don't mind telling you good luck, or that's dope, or that's whack, or that's, you know, I like your music, or I don't like your music. It's just all honesty, just raw emotion, and somebody like me, where I come from, I can appreciate it.
No doubt. Well, we see that same character
Thank
in
you,
you, man.
Thank you so much.
For real.
I really appreciate you guys just letting me come up here and just
Always.
talk about whatever.
Yeah, always open door.
Yeah, for
Dreaming Out Loud, producers, features. Can you talk about, you know, what we can expect?
Oh man, I have Drum on the album.
Dope.
DJ Khaled is on the album.
Dope.
Yo Gotti is on the album.
Okay.
Got some Hit Boy production.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Easy.
that's all I'm gonna give y'all.
Okay. That's right, man.
That's what's up.
Nick Grant with the LA Leakers,
Yeah,
96 Bulls. The squad is here. I mean, we're more of what, like Lakers?
I would say like 2000 Lakers.
2000 Lakers.
You know
Another
what I'm
great
saying?
team. You know,
Yeah.
another great
You know,
team.
but you know, respect to the Bulls.
Yeah.
but,
That's
I mean,
really my era, though.
Yeah. Now, you see, and me personally, all right, bro. Let's be honest. We putting these two teams up against each other.
Right.
7-game series.
Who's
stopping Shaq?
Nobody.
That's tough.
Nobody.
All right.
Even today.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's stopping
Exactly.
the
Nobody.
diesel?
You say even today.
Right? Like, it'd be tough.
Yeah, bro.
Nah,
Be
nobody
tough.
stopping Shaq. Man. Another great team.
Yeah, man.
Great
For real,
squads, man. Nick Grant, thank you for coming by,
Yes.
man.
Thank you for having me, bro. That means a lot for
Always.
For sure.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
LA Leakers, Power 106.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.